Today we're going to learn how to draw a super cool imaginary house. So I want you guys to follow along with me and be thinking the whole time about what would a really cool imaginary house look like that you get to design. You can put anything you want in it. It's totally up to you. Be creative and use your imaginations. All right, let's get going. So what supplies are you going to need? Well, you're going to need a pencil. You should get out your crayons and probably a black marker to do all your outlining. Here are a few examples of some houses that people have drawn. All the different rooms are outlined. Some of them are in color, some are black and white. This one's my favorite with secret passageways. So I started out by drawing all the lines out with a pencil. And first I wanted to draw the outline of my imaginary house. So I also decided there had to be a few ways for you to get into my house, and I thought a really fun way would be to put a ladder on the side of the house. Then I moved inside the house and started drawing some rooms that I would love to have if I got to design my own house. And I've always wanted a bunk bed. As a little girl, I thought that'd be so fun. There's also 3 levels to my house, so I knew you had to be able to get from one floor to another, so I added stairs from the bottom. I'm making sure that I'm leaving spaces for some really interesting spaces in my home, like the attic in the top. I wanted that to be a special place. And along the right side, which you'll see later, there's going to be a really fun way to get from one floor to the next. Now up in the attic, I thought it'd be a great place to put a unicorn, because who wouldn't want a unicorn in the attic? Right now I'm drawing on the right side of the house, which is going to be actually a slide that you're going to see in just a little while. I also wanted to make sure I added some of the elements of the outside of the house, like siding and windows. One of my favorite seasons in the whole year is Christmas time. So the room that I'm designing in the middle of the house is going to be a Christmas room all year round. That's why I'm putting in a Christmas tree, complete with presents underneath the tree and a big picture window to look out. This room is going to be my art room because, of course, as the art teacher, you have to have an art room in your house, but maybe for you that's something else. Maybe it's a sports room. Maybe it's a room to sit around and hang out with your family in. I also thought it'd be a good idea to have a kitchen because I like food. And on the counter in my kitchen, there's going to be cookies, and I'm going to be mixing them up. My next step was to take my black marker and make sure I outline all of my lines. It just makes my artwork look a lot cleaner and crisper. So I'm going through with my Sharpie and being careful to overline my lines. And if I make a mistake, this is where I can really make sure that it looks the way it's supposed to with my marker if I'd made a mistake with my pencil. The final step, of course, is to add in color. Color is really going to make your house look really great, and it's going to make everything just pop right out. So I'm going into my house and I'm using one color, and whatever color I pull out, I'm trying to go around to each room that's going to have that color in it. It's always a good idea to reuse some of the colors you use in different areas of your house. That's going to really make it look sharp. So I'm using yellow right now to color in things in my kitchen and in my bedroom at the same time. Then I'm switching to orange and putting in some different elements of orange all throughout my house. I want to really use some bright colors in my house because I want this to be a really playful house to be in, and so I'm not using any super dark and dreary colors. One thing I really like is stripes, so I'm putting some stripes on my couch. So here's my house fully completed. I put in some color, but you guys can color yours in as much as you have time for. I'll see you guys next week. Bye guys.